Hi, I'm Erik Linask. I'm here at IT Expo in Miami, Florida, and I'm talking now with Dan Foster, who's the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer for MegaPath. Dan, welcome. Nice to be chatting with you again.
Likewise. So thanks for having me.
My pleasure. So, I wondered how big of a trend it was going to be, but as I go through more and more of these interviews here this week, a lot of conversation going around about hosted services. Which is something you told me that MegaPath is actually getting into as well.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, we're real excited to, I guess I'm doing a pre-announcement here. You're getting the scoop. So we'll have to get in the Honda here and, talk. We're announcing our hosted product, a March 1 launch. We'll be launching it in the back end of this quarter. And we're real excited about it because, as I think last time we talked, I told you that we've been really focused on what we call putting the quality back in voice. And so HD voice, a lot of these applications require a quality network. And I think, as you know, and you see with a lot of folks in this space, people believe you can just layer on voice like any other application onto a network and it will perform. And so hosted is a classic example of that. From a Vonage up to some of the enterprise class solutions, they're not designing the network to really have the type of quality that you expect with a voice implementation. So our hosted application will go on top of our QoS network, and we're getting a lot of response from the partners. In fact, we just had, with TMC, we did a MegaPath University. We probably had 50 people, a sold-out room, so wow. I appreciate that.
And what was the focus of that MegaPath University?
It was, we've got a couple tracks this afternoon, but it was MPLS, and really the first session was training on how to create the MPLS as the infrastructure to layer hosted and other applications on board. So as you know, with the cloud computing and really voice in the cloud being hosted, it's absolutely critical to understand what that foundation is.
Absolutely. Now, what about security when you're talking? You mentioned cloud and virtualization a couple of times. One of the big questions always becomes, how do you handle security in that kind of situation?
That's a great question. We actually, probably 3 years ago, implemented a network-based security into our MPLS network. So we're pros at it at this point in time. I think I was telling you earlier, we just are wrapping up rolling out Family Dollar, for example. Network-based security, MPLS throughout the entire network nationwide. So it's absolutely critical not to just put a voice application on an IP connection and believe that it's safe. We have had, and I'm sure you know better than I, there's case studies of people getting hacked and basically using your phone number for a call center redirect down to South America, off to other parts of the world.
Yeah. Now, you said you had about 50 people in some of those sessions.
Yeah.
So this is something that people are actually understanding that they need to be concerned about, stuff that they need to talk about, understand better.
Correct. In fact, I've got a bet with my marketing manager. I lost the bet. We've got a sold-out putting the quality back in voice session, and what we're trying to train them on is there's some simple kind of application engineering. We use our sales engineering and design engineering teams to partner with a lot of your viewers, a lot of your readers, and build a robust network and then layer on the voice solutions on top of that QoS. So QoS, COS, class of service mapping, and those types of elements are critical.
So putting the quality back into voice, I'm sure there are people out there who are going to say, well, if we just move to HD voice, doesn't that solve the quality problem?
Great question. That's a layup for us. In fact, as it hits, first off, you have to really separate. HD voice on the hardware side is absolutely critical, but if you're not maintaining that compression throughout the entire traversal of those packets, then you lose all the HD voice. Quality of service helps you enable that. So there are some challenges. We see a real opportunity for HD voice near term in our branch-to-branch communication. So when you've got a 5-site or a 500 site where you can manage the quality of service, you can enable the HD voice. So some of the strategic partners of ours are very excited about that.
Excellent. What about taking it beyond that to inter-carrier, inter-network connectivity and interoperability as far as HD is concerned?
I think therein lies some of the challenges as you look at whether it's 729 automatically getting put back into a normal compression algorithm that loses that capability to do HD voice. I think those are considerations that folks need to look at as they introduce, buy or even sell those applications.
Excellent. Anything else in the on the horizon for MegaPath?
Well, with the integration of hosted VoIP, with the quality of service and the network-based security, we're real excited about building out the channel. So we've if you look at our numbers from 2009, you'll see that our channel participation more than doubled. Production out of our channel partners more than doubled. So really the next step is get the word out on what is, in fact, your organization has told us is an award-winning application set. So we're excited about the awards we've won in the past. Now we're just excited about getting the word out to the partners.
Excellent. Been talking here at IT Expo in Miami with MegaPath's Dan Foster. Dan, thanks again for joining me, and good luck with the rest of the sessions.
Okay, thank you. Good to talk with you, Eric.
Great.